Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV's Endwalker. So, this will be the intro that I'm using for it for a while, guys, just because I'm probably going to be playing this straight and probably won't have time to do intros and outros. So, I hope everybody here enjoys, and thank you for watching this, and let's go ahead and start it right up. Alright, welcome back everybody. We are in another round of Final Fantasy. We ended the last episode boarding the Ark, going through several long cutscenes, and finally arriving on this Ultima Thule place thingy-majig. Nobody sees the giant dragons, by the way, except for possibly Astinian at this point. So, I have a strange feeling this is Midgar Summer's home, and everything's about to get really real here. I'm just trying to think, wouldn't our friends know that something's going amiss when my character gets attacked? True enough. True enough. Oh, you know what? I bet Astinian actually has more connections to his emotions since he has raw anger. Yeah, that would make sense. So he should be able to see those things. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. As I thought, the presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond will make out some in mind with Nidhogg as well as us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Etheirys? But I better leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons that they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? Well, wait a minute. Midgar Summer fled because his place lost all hope, so he came to Etheirys. He spoke with Hydaelyn. Hydaelyn gave him hope, and it gave his people hope. At least, that's the theory. So, he might have been here, and maybe it might have been Matina, or Kana, whatever the hell her name is that did it. I don't remember. I just have a stroke right now. I think I'm tired. Dragons, the true they are not of our world, but to find them in prison with despair. Surely mine eyes see me, this cannot be possible. If I say if we restore after a fashion, but I fear what I cannot say, as if Meteon herself has etched these images upon my heart. I doubt that such a feat is within her power, given that she constructed the sanctuary herself. Seth Logan. Oh, Seth Losk. I thought they said Seth Logan. Oh, look there. Are those ghosts, do you think? It seems these dragons have yet to succumb completely to the darkness of this place. Many of the others should see them as well.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow in shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred, where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
What?
Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred. who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteion holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
I'm not gonna lie. This bitch kills my friends. I might crack my goddamn knuckles and kick her ass. That's what I thought, bitch ass. Wiggy, 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 wiggy. Radiant finale. Hog. Ah, that was nice. Wait a minute, I gotta look at something real quick. Hog. Okay, I gotta keep this up. Okay, I need to put an ability that I know does not matter up there. Arm's length is rarely used. What's not used? Trying to think of an ability to switch around. Arm's length is rarely used by me. Okay, so let's sit there. Increases damage out by itself and nearby party members. Effectively still number of coda activated in the song. Okay. Upon learning Mistress Code's song gauge, coda. Upon learning singing the Mage's Ballad or Wonders grant a corresponding coda. With at least one coda active, you can execute Radiant's finale. 2%, 4%, 6%. Increase the damage itself nearby party member. Only actually when at least one coda is active. And finale. Well, I don't see why I would ever do anything but that one. Duration. That's kind of cool. It can't be really gone, can it? Meteion herself said his soul persists, that he is the reason we are still breathing. If so, then maybe. My name was true, I had a. How would you defeat an enemy we can't attack? Nuke it. It's hard to believe Thancred was able to overcome Meteion's will, yet here we are. But that price for his victory had not been so high. Saying why now, why Laportes were surprised to find that this environment could save life. They were there but for Thancred's sacrifice. His will was strong enough to reshape Ultima Thule, that we might survive, that I might see again. The sacrifice must not be wasted. Soul without body, a form of being which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. Circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront and defeat Meteon. Stenian, Hydaelyn, Companion speaking with these dragons, mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well, we can reconvene here with everyone has finished. Meteon has said these dragons are shadow and shade, and from a world whose destiny has sought oblivion. As such, we're not likely to make amenable to this company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Alright. Split up and gather what knowledge we may. So let's see. If... There's no way they'd kill Thancred that. There's no way they'd kill our friends that fast. No. Visitor not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how would endure thee, alas. Time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not here to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. Crave not companionship, only silence. You're being a bunch of whiny little bitches. Oh, I'm a dragon, spooky! Gar Summer would bitch slap all your asses. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost, so glorious, so beautiful. We were a proud and noble race, strength and body we knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosity of black and silver, no bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. Crushing feet, never had we known such fame. Still now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burned by an army. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. I feel like I'm in an emo camp right now. Like, all these people have crippling depression, so they're all emo kids. Pussies. If only Megasoma was here, he would bitch slap you all back into life. Alright, my sprint's back at least, so let's run over here. I'm assuming it's the one up on top of the mound. Am I right? I'm right. This place is really weird, so I'm assuming all our friends are going to suffer the same fate. That was bid me speak, folly. Observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. Will I watch and wait and end? Why all you have crippling depression? One might sight, yet stir with my blood, time for me to raise my voice in nomination. Oh no, great of unsung dragons. No words, no songs, and possess the weight to describe such try. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. So let's see. They get rid of Thancred first. Question is, who are they going to get rid of yet next? I'm assuming Graha, Alphano, and Alizé are going to be among the last of the ones we lose. Yeah, Horianje and Ashola are probably ones we'll lose next. Between those two, I did not expect it to go this way already. So Thancred's Ether's still here. We have to find him. We have to bring him back. If our friend somewhere faces similar fate, we got to bring them all back. Hopefully Asm was able to do a little bit more than that with that damn thing since Hydaelyn blessed it. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their ways and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatchling ground, or was. I've seen similar on the Theris. Garsoma kind must have once lived and thrived in a place such as this. Beatrice said his father was driven from his ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Oh, everybody killed a baby dragon! Inside Shadow, you can find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covered in corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Who kills a baby? You son of a bitch! Murky liquid is pulled inside the eggshell. Noxious forte is indicative of contamination. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the vicious mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. Oh, that's nice. My character's going to throw up. The egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette was within succeeded in hatching. What is this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. The dragonette was indeed hatched. There is no sign of it here or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. You should start with the cliff tops and I'll search the plains. I think that was Midgar's summer. Don't know. This place weirds me out and I'm very confused by it. I look forward to playing this tomorrow morning, because I am playing this tomorrow morning. As I said, I'm going to sign out and start editing some videos and posting some new videos. I'm starting to get like I'm starting to catch up like on posting videos. Usually I did it every other night, or every night I would post and edit a video and then redo it every time. It seemed to be working out in my favor when I did that stuff. The hell am I fighting? I am not using my code already, there's no point. Yeah, I help this other person out. I know pain. There you go, that's all good. I'm nice. The boisterous howling hath been quieted by thy hand, I presume. Yeah, I had to kill your baby. You're alright, I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. Ah, I see what's happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps some eggs with an Null, or indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my brood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Total chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. Survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. The purest soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. A few survivors to hatch and merge as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richer stars were home to the harshest rulers, and our rival dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won. They too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek light, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in the sweet mist of silence, free from the strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your doom is doomed, but there is another star. Wait a minute. Are we to help Midgar so much freaking family? Three dragons fallen silent. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now is the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned to come. So Meteon is trying to use these dragons to stop I don't understand what these dragons have to do with anything. I understand from Magar's summary, he came from this place, obviously. This place that was attacked by Omega. He came to, the source. Upon meeting Hydaelyn, he said all hope remained there. So are we meant to keep these dragons alive? To bring back hope? I just don't know. A chance to gain audience with several dragons here we return, though I expect our tales are much the same as those you heard. With luck, they'll have learned something to help us devise a plan of action. Would hear that what the dragons had to share with you, even if it's no different from what they've told around it, it would have been of value. Did you your exploit prove eventful? Converse with any dragons? Oh, goddamn. Good to see you made it back in one piece. The more I see of this place, the more bewildering it becomes. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Hydaelyn. Stenian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We start by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there is nothing to be found. There's no smell of debris floating around. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? Nope. I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity, but it never reached its mark as it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of the island and vanished, only to reappear above me, fall at my feet. I will not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Lockports to search for a potential path. Ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Meteion told us before, that emotions dictate route here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what motion might manifest a bridge to lead to safety. So what you're saying is we have no way forward. Present eye, if it's the emotion that governs this island, perhaps it's not Meteons but the dragons that hold us here. Yeah, they tire of conflict have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it, or rather they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that's the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. The reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife without irrefutable proof that the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteion meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have seen if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotions. 'Twas Ultima Thule's architect, Meteion herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills, though I mark no leader among them, as such as I did chance to counteract possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough mayhap to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but a few words carefully chosen, their tone and tempo alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging its desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. Then I shall guide thee. Ul-Ln, they call him in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Oh, what have we let loose? Let's get going. So Thancred made this place through his own sheer willpower enough to help us survive it. Now it's up to us to get the dragons to accept life again, to give in to hope instead of giving in to despair. Save this rock, go to the next section, keep rinsing and repeating until everybody's safe. My question is, what are we going to deal with after these ones? That has to be it. So I wonder what other worlds that we're going to interfere with. So she brings these people, she brings the dragons here, she brings their souls, at least from what I can understand. These dragons are giving into despair, they accept despair, and they keep this place malformed. But if they give in to hope, like we want them to, given to hope, not despair, then this place gets its life back. Which lets us go to the next island. The only thing is we'll should try to cut us down at that point. Look at this bitch. I have crippling depression. I'm an emo dragon.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed, our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled, and the heavens offer no comfort. There's Is he done? There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives are cursed as we await the end. Still a stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord or war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will... Oh god. I wish he just spoke normal. Ever will sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Stay back.
tire of war, we tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
I see. This is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
No! Not Estinian too!
There's a wind.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
We gonna get you back, bitch. So each of our friends are gonna sacrifice themselves to get us that much further in. Holy shit. Ew. Dude. Thancred made it breathable. Stinian gave us a path. Jesus, dude. We gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing. Must this always be the price paid for safe passage? If I had known this place would claim Estinian too, no, it's not what it had to be done. As for the beating of my mighty wind, doth wind below, where dragons may ne'er ever again touch the sky, he in the shade he bore shall soar free. When it stayed the fog that covered this island, in the air it no longer feels quite so stifling. Look there, the wind. This is Estinian, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Fly away, fly away. Touch the wind's confluence and wait for the others to designate approach. Your propagate is delivered to the entire island. The sunshine should be arrived before long. I'm gonna get me Tion back. She's gonna get her ass kicked. He did it. He found a way forward for us. Dragons remained trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war, yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he still is fighting Alphino just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here. Why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alzay is right, we must press on for their sake. No choice, but we have to march onward, lest we squander their noble sacrifices. To feign bravery with bold words is simple matter, but without the strength of will to match, we are powerless against Dynamis. Not less than unshakable conviction will suffice, which makes me question if I'm up to the task. Though it pains me to say it, we can ill afford to stop and grieve our comrades' passing. No, there will be a time enough after. We have to keep going, even if Sydney isn't here to see it. I'm sure Alphino would want to disappoint him. No, Alphino probably wants to kick that little bitch's ass. Stolen now, as they said, we must continue. And notice a change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it than tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in the sand. So we're gonna keep losing friends as time goes on. That's nice to know. What the hell is that? Rhodes, Cove, Sacra, Weiss. Oh. Why is it spelled that way? Is that on purpose? If you're worried about my vision, you need to be. I can still see quite well. Another similarly barren world. For mercy, the air is nowhere near as stale, but still quite dry, and the sand will no doubt prove bothersome in due time. Sand everywhere. If not for the light emitted by these glyphs, I might have overlooked this monolith. Well, you know what? Something I'm going to do that I didn't plan on doing. I'm ending the episode. I'm doing one more. The reason being is I can justify staying up till 9 o'clock. Or still recording till 9 o'clock. I'm in love with this, it's having fun. I want to see what else keeps going on, and I will play this in the morning and finish out. So with that, guys, all I'd say is this. Enjoy Past Demon as he is your outro, and as Present Demon, or aka tomorrow's Future Demon, continues to play. And we see if any of our other friends are going to pass, similar to Thancred and now Estinian. It's going to be weird. It's weird not having him here now already. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, everybody, this is Demon telling you goodbye. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Endwalker. Again, I probably won't get too lucky and have too many openings because there's going to be so many people playing Endwalker. So I'm doing a custom little outro for it this time around. So as I always sit there and say, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks.